to take a look at two more examples. Don't get frustrated if this is difficult for you. We're all in this together. This isn't easy, but you'll just have to hang in there and do the best you can, and let me know if you have questions. So this is degree 4. It's the biggest exponent. So we should have 4 solutions. So in order to solve this, I'm going to put everything on one side by setting one side equal to 0. I'm going to subtract 6x squared and subtract 6x, and I get 0. Once it's set equal to 0, we're going to have to factor to solve. So since there's 4 terms, I'm going to factor by grouping. On this first one, I can take out a 3 and an x cubed. What's left is x plus 1. Here I can take out a negative and a 6 and an x. What's left is x plus 1. So notice now I have an x plus 1 in common, and what's left is 3x cubed minus 6x. So that means that x plus 1 equals 0, or 3x cubed minus 6x equals 0. This part's easy. X equals negative 1. There's one of my solutions. But I should have 3 more solutions because it's an x to the 4th problem. So I'm going to have to work with this. This actually factors again. They have in common a 3 and an x. So what's left is x squared minus 2. So this means that 3x equals 0, or x squared minus 2 equals 0. So here, divide both sides by 3. X equals 0 would be one solution. And then on this one, in order to solve, I'm going to add 2 to both sides and square root both sides. So I get x equals plus or minus the square root of 2. So this is where I get my 4 solutions. Negative 1 is a solution, 0 is a solution, positive square root of 2 is a solution, and negative square root of 2 is a solution. So I have 4 solutions. Let's do one more example. And I know these are getting tough. 3x to the 7th equals 81x to the 4th. All right. In order to solve this, I need to put everything on one side and factor. So what do these have in common? A 3 and an x to the 4th. So what's left is x cubed minus 27. So here's what happens. I've got 3 times x times x times x times x times x cubed minus 27. So this means that x equals 0 happens 4 times. This part is, so there's 4 of my answers. I know I should have 7. This is going to give me the other 3. So if you notice, what I have here is the difference of cubes. And some of you guys are going to moan because you didn't like factoring these. So here, this factors a short parenthesis and a long parenthesis. What goes here is x and 3, because those are the numbers you cube to get this. So what here is x squared, 3x, and 9. This is same, opposite, always positive. So the solution here is x equals 3. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I should get 2 more right there. Unfortunately, this doesn't factor. So to get the other 2 solutions, we're going to have to do the quadratic formula. X equals the opposite of b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c over 2 times a. So negative 3 plus or minus, and what happens inside here is I get 9 minus 36, which is negative 27, over 2. But we know that if there's a negative under here, this makes an I. And then 27 goes to 9 times 3. So the square root of 9 brings a 3 out here. So x equals negative 3 plus or minus 3i square root 3 over 2. There's my last two answers. I have the positive and the negative. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 answers, 7 solutions, 7 values for x that will make that a true statement.